Welcome to my views and news. Breaking news is about the decision which was being waited for the last 3 days. Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Holy Synod, has announced its decision regarding the three dissidents, the three archbishops who made some appointments which were not approved by the church authorities, by the patriarch and the Holy Synod. It seems that we are going to see splits in the church. What did the church authorities, what did the Holy Synod decide? And will the three archbishops and 25 appointees obey church orders, or will they form a separate faction? Secondly, PM Abiy was in Sudan today. I reported 48 hours ago that he was due to visit Sudan. What happened there? One day working visit. He has returned to Ethiopia. What was this visit about? Was it about GERD, the dam? Was it about a border issue, Fashaga? Was it about refugees? More than 60,000 Ethiopian refugees are in Sudan? Or was it about ongoing political crisis in Sudan? What was the agenda of this visit? Details for you. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Holy Synod, after extensive discussions, have made a key decision with a far-reaching consequences. We know that at the start of this week, a conflict started within the church when three archbishops, Abune Saviros, Abune Estatios, and Abune Zinamarkos, made a decision. They appointed 26 bishops to different dioceses of the country, especially in Oromia. The appointments were made without approval from the Holy Synod and from the Patriarch, Holy Synod, they rejected the appointments and they told dissidents to apologize. The dissidents last night threatened to elect a new patriarch. They said appointments were made in accordance with Ethiopian Orthodox Church law. The Patriarch Holy Synod called an urgent meeting. Archbishops from across the world, they arrived in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital, where extensive discussions were held. And a few minutes ago, Bune Abraham, the church, the Holy Synod Secretary General, read the verdict, the announcement of the Holy Synod. The three archbishops, Abune Saviros, Abune Estatios, and Zinamarkos, and 25 appointees, they have been stripped of their titles. All their titles have been revoked by the Church Holy Synod. It has been announced, firstly. Secondly, new appointments are being made in their place. Thirdly, the 28 bishops, three archbishops and 25 appointees, they are banned from getting any service from Orthodox churches. And the church authorities, the Holy Synod, they say that if these bishops apologize, the church would consider the apology. So a decision has been made now. Ethiopian Orthodox Church is sticking to a strong position, showing no flexibility. Ethiopian government tried to intervene in this conflict by sending a delegation led by Abraham Ballet, defense minister, who talked to the Patriarch, the Holy Synod, and asked the Holy Synod to show restraint, but no restraint. Holy Synod, Patriarch, they have expelled the 3 archbishops and 25 appointees. What will they do now? Will they form a separate faction? Will they elect a new patriarch if it happens? Will people follow the new patriarch? I think this decision has opened a new conflict now. Why? Because new appointments are being made in place of these archbishops and bishops. The new appointees will try to assume charge at the churches. These ones whose authority has been revoked, will they allow them to take charge? It means there will be physical confrontation. There are fears. There could be now physical confrontation between the followers and the bishops of these 2 factions. The Church Holy Synod is showing no flexibility. It says that church law was violated and it was an act of treason and sectarianism. An attempt was made to divide the church. That is why no compromise. So, no restraint. Now, in coming hours, we're expecting a statement from the 3 archbishops and 25 appointees. We'll try to keep you updated. The Holy Synod, the Patriarch, thanked churches from Egypt, Eritrea, Syria, India, Armenia, that they stood with the Orthodox Church and they condemned these appointments. So far, we are seeing that government's role is a passive one. Government tried to play a role, it just sent a message to the Holy Synod. Holy Synod did not show flexibility. The other side is not showing flexibility either. They are saying that local languages should be used in church services, that Afan, Oromo and other languages, they're being neglected. Number of church followers is dwindling and one ethnic group is dominating the Holy Synod. So there are serious issues, no solution in sight. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the other side announces, which will happen in coming hours. Second, PM Abiy was in Sudan today. 1-day visit. He met with Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. He met with Hamati, the vice chairman of Sudan Sovereignty Council. He's very close to PM Abiy. He says friend of Ethiopia. Thirdly, PM Abiy held meeting with political parties, with Forces for Freedom and Change, FFC as well. What was the agenda of this visit? Why did PM Abiy go there? There are 4 issues between Sudan and Ethiopia. Firstly, Fashaga. We know that this border area was under the control of Ethiopian farmers, Sudanese territory for decades. But in 2020, Sudanese military, taking advantage of Tigray war, retook 95% of Al-Fashaga. Border is still not demarcated. Secondly, GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Egypt and Sudan, they have been raising objections about the dam. They want a binding agreement, legally binding agreement, which Ethiopia did not agree to. Thirdly, armed factions, Ethiopian armed factions operating on Sudanese soil like Gumuz fighters, Tigray fighters to Kimat fighters. They're using Sudanese territory. Thirdly, refugees. More than 60,000 Ethiopian refugees are in Sudan who will return to Ethiopia hopefully in coming weeks and months. These are main issues. And lastly, internal political crisis in Sudan going on for some time. PM Abiy, Prime Minister Office, Ethiopian state media is claiming that the visit was not linked to the ongoing political conflict in Sudan. And PM Abiy in his message said that Ethiopia backed self-led Sudanese political process, that Sudanese had the capability to resolve their issues on their own. Burhan, on the other hand, said that there was compatibility and agreement between Ethiopia and Sudan regarding GERD, the dam. So, very positive statement from Burhan about dam site, about dam operations. And he said that Fashaga issue would be resolved, border issue, resolved through technical committees, through dialogue. The statement issued by Ethiopian PM office and the reporting of Ethiopian state media is mainly about ongoing political process in Sudan to resolve internal conflict. So PM Abiy's visit is linked to this political process in Sudan. Reportedly, Eritrea was denied any role by Sudan in the ongoing political process, maybe through PM Abiy. Eritrea wants to have its foot in Sudan. That is what we have learned so far. Otherwise, no agreements have been made public. New agreement signed today. No agreement on GERD, obviously. Without Egypt, there cannot be an agreement between the two countries. Fashaga issue already being handled by some committees. The visit was linked to Sudan's internal political conflict. How far Sudan will allow Ethiopia to be involved in this issue, in the resolution of the conflict, that remains to be seen. Thank you for watching.